Hello YouTubers, it's Dina Swanson, aka Getty Girl, and I wanted to show you the swap I did for Scradaworld. It's a pocket tag swap. It can't be any bigger than 4 by 6 and it had to have embellishments, a sentiment, and so forth. And we had to do 2 per person. So I kind of was shopping around for clearance items and hopefully seeing if there was anything that I could upcycle or change, um, kind of switch it around a little bit to where it's not the actual purpose of what the item is for, if that makes any sense. And so when I was at Michael's, I found this Recollections album kit. You may have seen it. It's normally $14.99. I know that they have them here and there. Um, and literally it was on clearance. I think it was $4.99 is what the tag said, but when I got to the register, it was literally $2.49. So it was a total score. It's a canvas album, and I thought, those are going to be that would be pretty cute as a tag. I just didn't know how I was going to make it as a tag. So I basically cut this apart and repurposed it. That was the word I'm looking for, is repurposed it. So and the kit came with a bunch of doodads and things like that. You could see some ribbon and clothespin, some washi tape, some charms, and it came with some really pretty papers, really soft. I kind of wanted to go with a theme, kind of like a timeless, romantic um, tag set. So hopefully I've achieved that. But the papers, I still have plenty left. I might have used maybe, I don't know, 5 sheets. Um, and then it came with a couple of envelopes. Now, I don't know if you could still get this, but if you find it at your Michael's, you should totally get it. If you're not wanting to do a canvas album, you could totally repurpose like I did. It came with these really pretty pearl sentiments. I am probably going to use that in another project. And then it came with pretty chipboard. And so it came with a lot. Well, for $2.49, it was definitely a lot. So I thought, how am I going to incorporate this into my tags? And so I thought, well, I'm going to do, and then what I also, so I'll get to that. I'm rambling. And then I found this on clearance for $1.50. You get 6 of them, so it's a frame, bling frames. I thought those were super pretty. And at Target, I found these note cards for $3. Gosh, I think you get 50 note cards and envelopes, so a ton. So I knew that I wanted to incorporate this in my project as well. So let me show you what I came with. Oh, so here's how the packaging is going to come. Um, I'm all over the map. Sorry about that. I guess I'm just really excited about this. So this is how the packaging is going to come. And I have one of them out so I can explain it. What I wanted to do is I wanted to incorporate this envelope as a pocket. And so what I ended up doing is I ended up flipping this over and then I folded this in half. This is just kind of a rough example. So this became my pocket here. Here's another one, and then there's one in the middle because I basically just put glue on 2 sides. So that became my base for one of my tag pockets. Okay, so that was that. And I decided that I wanted to use these for tags. So I folded these in half. Okay. We only had to do 1 tag per pocket, and I was having so much fun with that idea. This is what I came up with. Isn't that pretty? So I have my embellishments. I have a stick pin here. I used some of the ribbon that this kit came with. I use stamps for my sentiments. And then this is that glitter frame, not glitter, but bling frame. I wrapped it around my envelope. Okay. And I ended up using some of the papers that came with this kit. And what I did was is I cut apart one of these envelopes. So I basically cut this down. I cut it apart and then I trimmed it down maybe about 1/4 of an inch. And so I got this. So this became a template for this sheet. Okay. And then what I did was I took one of my heart punches and I punched out some of the paper that blended in with it and just did some layering. I popped that up on some pop dots there. So I thought that turned out super pretty. And then the flowers, I had flowers. I think these are Prima flowers. I've gotten them a long time ago, so I can't remember. But what I ended up doing is rather than, let's see if I have an example. This is kind of similar. Rather than throw the stems away, what I did is I wrapped it around, one of my tools, like this one, and I made little curly cues. So I just wrapped it around like this, and then it became one of the curly cues. So I used it right there just to give it a little bit more detail. And then for this word, I had a banner. And so what I ended up doing is I ended up stamping on the banner, and to get that roll effect, probably most of you already know this, but I used a pen and I basically just rolled it kind of like you're doing ribbon, and then I went the other direction with it. And so that gives it a nice little curve. And then here's one of the tags. I kept this one super simple because I didn't want to put sentiments on everything just in case somebody wanted to use it for a different reason than I was giving it to them. So, but I did add a little clock, I think it's like a clock hand, so as a charm on some seam binding. And so this is totally plain. And I added some jute to kind of give it that whole little bit of a shabbiness. So that's one card or tag, and it fits in. So basically I distressed using my little Tim Holtz tool. You can use scissors. I distressed the piece here, and then I also I didn't use a tool here, I just used my fingernail just to kind of give it a ripple effect. So that one goes there. I just lift it up because I don't want to pull apart the fold. And then the back side, I didn't want to leave it plain, so I also put another sheet of paper, distressed it, and then these are Anna Griffin vellum butterflies. So I thought that was really pretty there. Some of my group will get pink ones, so I didn't have enough gold ones to go around, so some of you will get pink ones. And then here's another card. This one I did not leave plain. I stamped love and a little butterfly with it, and then I used some Wink of Stella on it to give it some shimmer. I'm not sure if the light's going to catch it. And then I used a little die cut on the inside. So, and that one's on the back pocket. So I've already exceeded the amount of tags that I needed to do. And then I just wanted to give it another little pop of color. So I put in another tag. You might want to squeeze it just a little bit to pull it out because there is a ribbon on it. And so I did include another tag that says, "You make me smile." And that goes in the middle. And if you notice, I have this tag going this direction, and then I have this other one going this one. It's too bulky on the edge here. And again, I don't want to pull apart this fold. So that's the way that one looks. I love it. I am absolutely satisfied with the way this came. This was super, super pretty. Love it. Okay, so the other one, remember I told you that I wanted to utilize this canvas. So this is double sided, right? So, and it's sewed together. So I cut it. So basically what I did was I was trying to figure out how I was going to make my next pocket. And this album came with these little pockets here. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to cut one apart, not cut it apart, but pull it apart. And that's what I did. I pulled it apart, and that became my template. So I basically traced it on top, and then I cut it out. I cut it out, and that gave me two pieces. Okay, because this is two of them here. So that gave me two pieces, and this is what I came with. Ready? I'm really excited. Isn't that adorable? So I'm pointing to myself, which you can't see, took this and I stitched it. I stitched all the way around it. Started here, stitched all the way around, and then right here. Actually, it went like this. Stitched all the way around, and then here. And then I closed it up, and then I stitched it again along the edges. So I made a canvas pocket. And I love the way this one came out as well. So I put a couple of pieces. This is a card. This is actually the back of the album kit. It's the cardboard that came with it for packaging. So I went ahead and punched that out to give it some structure. And then I cut another little piece of this paper. I die cutted that, put that on top. And then I added my two little flowers, two little pink flowers, and then my white one. And then, of course, my banner. This one says special. And then I took it over to my other desk. Not that you needed to know that. I'm not even sure why I mentioned it. And I used Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist on it, which is the iridescent silver. Picked this up at Tuesday morning. I don't think I see these in the craft stores as much anymore, but this was at Tuesday morning. So I think I paid $10 for like 5 bottles. And once that was dried, and I don't know, you're not probably gonna, yeah, maybe you can see the shimmer. Shimmer. And I just sprayed everything and then let it dry. And then I added some bling. And oh, see, I added another one of those little curly cues right there. And here's the back. And then here's my tag that went on the inside. So this one's super basic. So again, die cut 2 shapes and then added some trim. And then I wanted to add another little charm, so I added one of these little Tim Holtz. These are both Tim Holtz. This pin here, the safety pin, and then this little key. And that goes back in. And see, that's that little. So hopefully nobody will judge me on my sewing. Isn't that cute? I love it. I love it. I hope my group loves it too. And what I did was I went ahead and made a couple extras of these. Since I had my sewing machine out, I went ahead and did a couple more of these, and that way I can insert it in a journal. So I'm in a process of making a journal for a friend for a swap, and so she's going to get one of those in hers. So I thought that would be a nice little treat. And then this is more Valentine's like, I'm sure, but when I was at the Dollar Tree, or not Dollar Tree, when I was at Target, I also found these. And I'm just gonna put everything in this. They're gonna get a goodie bag. I don't know if this will fit. Oh, nope, it's not gonna fit. No worries. I'm gonna put the little goodies in here that I'm gonna send off, and then that way they can have this as well. So hopefully that'll fit in the envelope when Tmika sends it back out. And then these were only $1 as well. They had these, and then they had the rectangle ones, which the rectangle ones fit pocket letters really, really awesome. So, so yeah, that's my swap. Just wanted to kind of show you super quick. I was pretty excited, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully everybody will enjoy it. I absolutely love making this. So that's it for now. Have a great one. Until next time. Bye.